Good afternoon. Welcome to Monthly's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for October 11th to the 25th. We're going to first take a look at Hurricane Milton, which is beginning to strengthen again. Winds are up now to 155 miles an hour. Strong Cat 4, almost approaching a Cat 5 again. And we're going to look at the current advisory. Let me see if I can get... Okay, this is the latest location, 22.5 north, 88.2 west, and this is about 125 miles northeast of Progreso, Mexico, and 525 miles southwest of Tampa, Florida. Maximum sustained winds are near 55 miles and 155 miles an hour, as I said, and movement now is towards the east-northeast at 8 miles per hour. And the minimum center pressure has fallen now to 923 millibars, 27.26 inches. And we're going to look at the watches and warning. We have a storm surge warning in effect for the west coast of Florida, for Flamingo northward to the Sawney River, including Charlotte Harbor and Tampa, Florida. East coast of Florida from Port Canaveral northward to the mouth of St. Mary's River, including St. John's River. Hurricane warning is in effect for Celestrin and Rio Lacartos and Florida West Coast from Bonita Beach northward to the mouth of the Sawney River, including Tampa Bay. Florida East Coast from the Indian River, St. Lucie County line northward to Punta Verde Beach. Storm surge watch is in effect for south of Canaveral, from Port Canaveral to Sebastian Inlet, north of St. Mary's River and at Edisto Beach. Hurricane watch is in effect for Rio Lagartos to Cabo Catoche and Dry Tongas, Lake Okeechobee. And Florida West Coast, Okeechobee south of Bonita Beach, Florida East Coast north to Punta Verde Beach to the mouth of St. Mary's River. Tropical storm warnings in effect for Rio Latargos to Cancun. All of the Florida Keys, including Dry Tongas and Florida Bay, Lake Okeechobee. Florida West Coast from Flamingo south of Bonita Beach. Florida West Coast north of the mouth of the Sawney River to Indian Pass. Florida East Coast south of Indian River, Lucie to the line of Flamingo. And we have also a line from Flamingo, Florida East Coast to the Punta Verde Beach to the mouth of St. Mary's River. And we have a tropical storm watch in effect from the coast of Georgia, South Carolina, northward to the mouth of St. Mary's River to South Santee River, South Carolina, extreme Bahamas, including Grand Bahama Island and Abacos and Bimini Beach. Okay, so those are the storm's warnings. We'll put that up on the graphic. We'll put the warnings on. These are all the warnings and watches. Here's a current advisory now, 22.9 north, 88.2 west, and maximum sustained winds are 155 miles an hour. And we'll take a look at satellite imagery. This is the visible, it has a clear eye. You can see it right here. You can see the deep convection really wrapping around. Good. You can almost see the stadium effect here. And this bright area here, you can see as the sun shining down and lighting up the eye wall. This is all heavy rain so far. And we're going to look at the track of where the system is supposed to go. Now, this is the track that's projected. It's not set in stone. We still don't know the exact location, but it's coming into better agreement as we go ahead into tomorrow. But this is a time, I can't stress this anymore, leave. This is a monster storm. Even as it weakens, like you see here, it comes to it weakens from a Cat 4 to a Cat 3, but it becomes a very large storm. It starts to spread out horizontally. that means there'll be stronger winds affecting a large area. That's why these watches of warnings and so forth are in effect further north. This will be a large storm. Okay. We'll take a look. We'll put the times of the arrival of the winds. We're looking at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. The strong winds will be here along the Florida West Coast. And then we'll take a look at the maximum storm warning. Let me see, it's here. Did I do it? Okay, this is what we're expecting here. Now, right where the center is supposed to make a landfall, but again, don't focus on this direct path. It can make a turn up here. It can make a turn down here. But look, these are the storm surge forecasts, 10 to 15 feet where it's supposed to go or higher. 3 to 5 feet down here, 4 to 7 feet. This is huge. So you're 10 to 15 feet. So far, they'll be up to a second floor window. So please heed the warnings and evacuate. This is a dangerous storm. Okay, we're gonna let me see. We're gonna go and see what the models say about this. We'll look at the various models here, and this is the American model, the GFS. Let me see if I can get my bearings. And we go to 8 p.m. tonight. The rain starts arriving. Then we go to 8 a.m. on Wednesday. It starts getting closer. It wraps up. Then we get to Wednesday evening. It's just offshore here and down to a 961 millibar. And then we go to 8 a.m. Then it's almost out. I'll be moving fast. So go to 8 a.m. and it's moved across. Now look at the rainfall amounts that are falling here. We'll take a look at that. We'll go to the National Hurricane Center site for this. We'll look at the rainfall amount. This is where we're expecting the heaviest rainfall. We see some red, about 12 inches here. Some darker areas of red are offshore. They'll probably move in. And next thing we'll look at is the flash flooding potential. This is where we're expecting. Oops, what happened? This is where we're expecting the heaviest rain, strongest wind surge. Now this is where we're expecting the heaviest rain. Is high, right where the center is forecast. Remember, forecast to make landfall. It can go to the north or you can go to the south. So this is where we're expecting heavy rain. Now, this area has received rain in the past, and this heavy rain will also contribute to flash flooding in this region. Okay, we'll get to the forecast now. This is for October 11th to the 15th. And this is what we're forecasting here. We have a ridge trough configuration. And the trough lifts out first, and then a new one becomes established almost right after. And this energy in the northern stream will also set up another trough here in the east as we go into the weekend. This will bring another cool down to the east, cool temperatures. Meanwhile, the ridge here in the west will continue to bring above normal late season heat. And you can see this is a European. It has a 600 dm ridge down here. So this is where the heat will be concentrated in the desert regions. Okay. As the energy reaches the coast, it'll trigger, will allow for a storm system to affect the northeast. In the mid-Atlantic, you can see it right here. Here's our low, and this will bring some rain to the region. And a trough will move into the northwest over the weekend, followed by a deeper trough next week, bringing rain, and this will also amplify the ridge in the plains. So we'll go back to to the northwest, and then into next week, we start seeing a deeper trough coming in, and that'll bring this will amplify that ridge here in the west. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for October 16th to the 20th. Ridge trough configuration we still have. So for this forecast period, I am calling for above normal temperatures here with anomalies near 8 degrees above normal, mainly here. It could be a little higher, below normal temperatures for this region. And anomalies are forecast to be about 2 to 4 degrees below normal. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation for much of this region here. Probability of occurrence is near 40%, especially across this area here, 35% here in the yellow. Okay, we're going to look at the period now for October 21st to the 25th. Go back to the map, to the upper air map. And the flow flattens more to a zone of flow at above normal heights. So don't see much change. So forecasting a little change in the temperature anomalies from the previous period, and also little change in the temperature anomalies for the precipitation anomalies from the previous period also. So one quick look at the Hurricane Milton. This is as of 2 p.m., 22.5 north, 88.2 west. Maximum sustained winds are 155 miles an hour, and the movements towards the east-northeast at 8. Take one quick look at the hurricane, at the satellite picture. That's it for now. Thank you for listening, and have a good day. And might break in later if something else happens. Okay, that's it for now. Have a good day.